Bickers told me that Alan was the only rider that could beat him on his own turf. And when it came to that, he could beat him off anybody else's turf as well. There was also a compliment from Bill Booker recently. He said that Alan was his best development rider who didn't complain, just got on with it, John.
Well, unfortunately, that's what you've got to do, isn't it?
to keep employed, anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
When you, anything in particular that made you want to take up motocross as a profession, or just drop into it?
Where I was born, Tudor Hume Motorcycle Club had a meeting 500 yards from where I was born, and which I used to go and watch on my bike, push bike, and thought it was a good idea once I was old enough to have a go at, which I did.
Right.
And it progressed from there, really.
What was the first bike you rode in a motocross event? What was the make of it?
Oh, a DMW with a Billy's engine, and it was horrific. It was the worst thing I think that ever been manufactured. But it lasted me 12 months and gave me an idea of what was going on, and then I bought a Dot.
It didn't put you off two strokes then, did it really?
No, well, two strokes, no, two strokes, no, they were alright, two strokes.
Do you look back at your time with Dot as a period of despair or lack of development, or just happy that everything was done for you?
I was very happy to get 10% off all my spares once I'd done the Gloucestershire Grand National, which I had a good result, which got me some discount off my spares, and then after that I got free bikes and free everything, which was much better.
The whole bikes and spares were provided by Dot?
By Dots, yeah. Yep.
Oh, they're gone.
Which was good.
How long did you stay with Dot? Was it
Oh, I don't know. Can't remember. Probably 6 years, maybe 5, 6 years, probably.
Your next ride then was when you were poached to ride for Greaves?
I got poached by Greaves, yes. Garth Weldon, just remembered his name earlier on in this day, talking about the same thing. He came and offered me money to go to Greaves and to do the World Championship with Dave Bickers, which was a fantastic deal to me.
Was that when the Greaves was about its most competitive bike of that era?
Yeah, unfortunately Brian Stonebridge, who'd got the bike as good as it was, unfortunately he died and in a car crash, and Dave carried on the good work, and at the time it was okay, it was a good bike.
Did Dave do development work, or was it just rode the ones he got with yourself?
He just rode the ones that we got, but we always wanted to do things a little bit better, like the forks, and we went to the banana forks, we went to Siriani forks, different things to try and make it better, you know.
Dave bought a Husky in 1963 after a disastrous Finnish Grand Prix when that Greaves broke down. Were you involved in this getting of the...
Yeah, I was in Finland with him, and he decided that he wanted to buy a bike. So on the way home we called in at the factory and bought a Husky, stripped it down, spread it about the trailer and car, and smuggled it back into England.
Was that because of the dreaded carnets and you had to...
The carnets and the customs and whatever else went on in those days.
You get it home anyway?
We got it home, yeah. He painted it blue, stuck a pair of Greaves front forks on it and called it a Greaves, and that was the start of him doing very well, or even better than he did do.
I presume Green frowned on it a little bit.
Mr. Greaves was not impressed one little bit.
Not surprising, you
yeah.
When you travelled with Dave, what vehicles did you use? And we're so used to seeing campers, motorhomes, and spare a few trailers. What did you...
Well, in those days, the thing was a A55 pickup truck, which we did the continent with. Then he had a A55 diesel car, which was always stopping because the diesel pipes were always blocked. So we had a long piece of plastic tubing, petrol pipe tubing, stuck inside the tank, run along the door handles and into the pump, diesel pump, which we didn't have any more trouble after that. Then we got a wagon, a lorry, with bunks in and things.
Oh, luxurious travelling.
Well, yeah, a bit like yourself. With no bunks.
So that was when you were with Dave, and I presume you travelled with it yourself?
Yeah, then we was powering trailers. Then David went his way with CZ, I went my way with Huskies.
Yeah.
And I went my own way then, until I started travelling with Banksy, John Banks, for a while.
You then bought a pair of Huskies. You decided that was the best thing to do.
Yeah,
how
really.
did you arrange to get to Sweden? To a language you must have been a word of. How did you manage to arrange that?
I went and saw the gaffer in Sweden, in the factory, and he arranged it. We had a chat, and he said he would supply them through Brian Leask, being the British importer. So we were off and running then, and everything came through Leask.
So you weren't exactly sponsored by Sparner, it was by
Leask really, yeah. But I think the factory picked up the tab really for the bikes and stuff. Yeah.
Did you have to smuggle them back in, or did you have?
No, they came through Leask. So
you went up in the world, then, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't involved in any.
No skullduggery.
No.
You travelled with John Banks at this period. I presume you moved into more luxurious travel mode.
Oh yeah, we're in Mercedes cars then, Mercedes cars.
His contacts with his...
Yeah, he was royalty.
Royalty?
Yeah.
Bruce and Tedman's royalty.
That's him, yeah.
Right. Did you do much driving of the Mercedes?
Yeah, I used to have to do my turn, which I didn't like because Mercedes be Mercedes, and the only thing I'd ever had was a Volkswagen van.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I wrote it off coming back from through Belgium, up the Belgium from Brussels to Ostend.
Yeah.
Some silly person pulled out, and I couldn't stop because we were going too fast with the trailer on, and we wrote the front off. I wrote the front off.
Of the Mercedes?
Yeah.
A relatively new one, I assume.
When we got home, we had to report to Father what had happened, and Father said, never mind, as long as nobody was hurt, it didn't matter. But then John said, well look Dad, we've got to go to Switzerland on Friday. We better, what we're going to do? He said, don't worry about that. And when I got back, came home, did what I did, got back to John's, there was a brand new Merc stood there with the trailer on, ready to go again.
For the next weekend?
He threw me the keys and said, I said, no, I'm not driving that, no, forget me. Anyway, he drove it down to Dover on the boat. We stopped wherever we were stopping for the night. We got up in the morning. I was last out of the hotel, and they were both sat in the back of the car.
So you were the driver?
And I was driving then. So.
You got the hang of it by now, though?
Not bad now. I like sitting in the back, yeah.
Dave must have proved your most competitive bikes at one, most likely your best years, when you won this marvellous Grandstand trophy.
Yeah, the Huskies were good, yeah.
I believe you won it in the last meeting of the year.
Up in Scotland at Kirkcaldy. Kirkcaldy, I think, that's how it pronounced it.
This is Scotland.
Kirkcaldy, I don't know.
Kirkcaldy!
All right, thank you.
Did you have to win the last race to win it, or just...
No, I didn't have to do that, I just had to finish in front of Malcolm Davis.
And then you did that?
And I did that, yeah.
Did you know at the time that's what you've got to do, or did you...
Yeah, oh yeah.
You set yourself out that day to know that?
Yeah, Max, just to know that, yeah.
You then went on to race in America. It must have been a revelation for a lad from Cheadle to ride in the Edison Die series.
Yeah.
When you were there, did you get any offers of business or racing with Torsten Holman?
No, Torsten took me over there. He organised me to go. We went from one side to the other riding in these events to promote motocross over there. And Edison Dye did offer me a job, but I didn't take it. I didn't know whether or not that was the thing for me, so I didn't bother. But I went there again I think the year after, and it was all altered then. It was all big time and whatever, and it was great opportunity, super.
Do you feel you missed the boat by not taking an opportunity in America, or you're looking back?
Yeah.
Torsten Holman jumped on that boat and made himself Mr. Thor.
Yeah.
Could you have been Mr. Clough or?
Mr. Everything he was, yeah. He was great. Torsten. You win some, you lose some, don't you?
I suppose that's racing and life.
Yeah.
Did any Scandinavians get preferential treatment on the bikes and parts, or were you treated as an equal?
Not really as an equal, no, I don't think. They got all the best bits when they wanted them, and so that's fair enough, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Did they give you the bigger engine bike, or did you just stick with the 360, was it at the time?
The 400 at the time. There was a 420 out, on which I got a barrel for, and a piston and a head, and that was it. No carburetor, no exhaust, so it wasn't the right. It was the right thing to have, but it wasn't.
Did you have to do your own mechanical work?
Yeah, I like to do that. Yeah, I did my own mechanicking.
Is there any particular meeting or race that you consider to have been your most successful day?
Yeah, Hoxton Park, when I took Mr. Smith's and David's trousers down quite easily.
Oh, quite good.
I was pretty hot that day.
You were?
Yeah.
And was that a good prize money day or just a...
Oh, well, yeah, the prize money helped, yeah. Very much so, yeah.
Fired you on to greater things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last question, did anything in particular decide to make you call it a day, or just age, or lack of bike?
Yeah, body, knees, fed up, travelling. It was hard work doing all of that. Living where we lived in the north, let's say. It was 300, 400 mile trip every weekend, even to ride in England, you know. And in the end, you just get fed up with it, so that was it.
That was when you moved on to Cartwright's bike shop, or?
Yeah, Cartwright's bike shop. Well, I did before then, but Cartwright's, yeah, I took Cartwright's over and had 18 years in the motorcycle business, but then got out of that as well.
Well, thanks, that's my lot really of things. Has anybody got any wonderful questions they want to be asking, or? Silence. No, nobody even...
What was your favourite track?
Pardon?
What's your favourite track?
Hoxton. Hoxton was the proper racetrack, yeah.
You had grass on it then?
Oh, yeah. That's Terry Challen, he knows how good Hoxton was.
And how many of these Grand Slam trophies did you win? 2?
No, one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
British Championships? He can't remember.
2, I think. It's a long time
2?
ago.
A Grand Prix. Did you score quite a few points, Alan? In the Grand Prix, you did the Grand Prix as well.
Yeah, I think I had a second in Italy and a third in France.
And who was your biggest rival then?
Torsten and David.
Torsten Holman.
Yeah.
And Dave Bickers.
Yeah.
And that was the 250s?
Yeah.
Did you go 500 Grand Prix or not?
I think I did 1 year, yeah.
1 year in the 500.
Yeah, I wasn't good enough.
But again, travelling, it take it out of you.
Very much that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'd just like to thank Peter Lockwood for doing the interview, and thank Alan. And I'd like to ask Alan to have a look around these bikes, because we just want to pick the sort of first 3. But thanks again for Peter, and thanks for Alan for doing that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.